name is Teresa Gordon, and I am so pleased to have you join me at the start of the Love Yourself Project Fall Edition. This first part runs over the next 3 days, starting today through Saturday, and it will feature different presenters who will help and support your journey in reinventing yourselves. There's a few just housekeeping items I would like to go over. Number one, I would like for everybody to mute so that we don't get any feedback. And when Carmita does ask questions and she wants your feedback, just, one at a time, unmute. Otherwise, there might be a few things where she might ask and you could put in the chat, and I will read that chat to Carmita when the time comes. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce Carmita. Carmita Prieto? Yes, is retired. Okay, is a retired engineer, therapist, and coach who merges her experience working as a project manager, consultant, trainer, and coach in the corporate world with concepts and methods from the personal growth arena, using concepts, processes, systems, and methods from both areas to support leaders to create sustainable success for their life and business. Welcome, Carmita. We are so glad you are here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for your presentation. And I will tell you something. I love what I do now. If I would have known this 20 years ago, I would have already 20 years of fun, because this is for me a lot of fun. But let's begin with some stretches, because we all come from running in the morning sometimes, some of you come from after lunch. So let's do some stretches like this to the sides. Let's move our arms back and forward, up and down. Careful that you don't hit the desk. And let's move our shoulders back and forward. Okay, stretch, stretch, stretch. So now take a deep breath and relax. Another one. And the third one. So we are ready to roll this. Okay? This has been uncertain times. This has been a funny year, because at the beginning of the year and at the end of last year, everybody was saying this will be the best year ever. Everybody was thinking on all what they will achieve. And then by February, March, Mr. COVID came and brought a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, a lot of many things, theories and the like. But at the end of the day, your success, what you achieve, what you are, has nothing to do with COVID, with the year, or with politics or economics. We are powerful creatures creating our reality. And that's why I decided to put together things to help you to plan in uncertain times. Because some of you may come from the corporate world, and in those cases, you are used with a planning that is 12 months with quarterly reviews. That doesn't work in uncertain times. And that's what we will see today. So I will share my screen with you. And this is what the presentation is about. What we can do when the times are uncertain so that we can still get to have all our potential. So we are in a time, as we said, that we need to do things differently. So what can we do? Who remembers who is the author of this quote? The best way to predict the future is to create it. Can somebody unmute and share who was that person? That person was who is called also the father of the state, I think, Abraham Lincoln. So if Abraham Lincoln at that remote time already knew that, so we also can know it, okay? And what are the basic principles to successful planning? There are 5 basic principles. The first one is clear vision. If you don't know where you are going, how you will know if you arrive there? So the first principle is having a clear vision of where you want to go. What is the best or the more desired outcome that you have for your life and for your business and for your career or even for a project. Whatever we are embarking in, we have to know what we want from that. What is in there for me? That's the question. And for being clear of that, you need to have a clear vision of what you want in the future. The second element, emotional connection. Why emotional connection is so important? Because there will be moments when we do something and the results we have were not what we were expecting. And we have to learn in these moments to let go of the results. We know what we want. We take action, but we have to in some way be detached from the results, because the only thing we are responsible for is the action. And that's another of the elements of successful planning. So you have emotional connection, then you will plan. You know where you want to go and how it will feel when you are there, when you get it, you know it. So now you have to plan. But when you are in uncertain times and when you are exploring sometimes new ways, you have to have an agile planning. And that's what we will talk about today. Okay? The other element is just taking intentional action. Taking those actions that you really think will get you where you want to go, with intention, with purpose, knowing that if you fail, you will find another option, because options are, they are endless. And also another one important part is just conscious evaluation, because that's the only way that you will know that your intentional actions are, and the plan that you have done is moving you towards where you want to be. Okay, so these are the elements that from what I call the successful planning cycle. What are they? Again, 1, clear vision of the desired outcome. Emotional connection with how you will feel in your way and when you get there. Because this is what will feed you up back when you feel, oh no, I'm tired, I don't want to do it today. No, you connect with your vision and your emotion, and then you get the energy and the motivation to continue working. Agile planning move to intentional action, which move to conscious evaluation, and you then adjust your planning according to your results. So this is what we will go through in this presentation today. I will discuss with you each of these elements so that you can start to plan in an agile way, but clear of where you want to go. What is where you want your business to be in the future, or where you want your career to be in the future, or where you want your life to be in the future. Because at the end of the day, the most important part is that you are clear of what you want for your life, and then your business or your career will support you to get that, not the other way around. It's not that, okay, I will have this job because with that job, I will create a life. No, no, no. The job is a part of our six pillars of life, and then you cannot prioritize that above other things. So the most important part, when you are traveling somewhere, the first you have to know is where you are and where you want to go, okay? So something that is very important is that you know exactly where you are now and where you are going to. That's the principle of planning. Okay, I'm here and I want to go to Malaga. Okay, then what I want to do in Malaga and how I will get there is what we will develop now. I don't know, Malaga is another province or is located in another province here in Spain. So let's begin with your clear vision. So I want you to sit, relax, and follow what I will guide you. I will guide you through a short, yeah, but wait. I need to do this somewhere. I have made a mistake. And okay, anyway, I will follow the time here then. Okay, because I don't know why I thought I could do it, but I can do it when I have the screen. I tend to use a screen. We will do a short guided visualization exercise, okay, where we will go through the creating for the first time the life you want to live, sorry. And this is because, as Picasso says, whatever you can see in your mind is real. And as I say, that was what Pablo Picasso said, but what I say is that everything is created twice. First, in your mind, with your vision and your thoughts. And then the second, in the reality, through the actions you take. So in order for you to create the success that you want for your life, your career, and your business, let's start with a clear vision. Okay, why this is not working? Okay, sorry, my computer is today a little bit desobediente en español. Okay, it doesn't want to take orders. Okay, so please, I will ask you to take a few deep breaths. Let's say three deep breaths, and with the exhalation, you will let go of any tension that you have. Okay. With your eyes closed, become aware of your body on the top of the chair or the bed or wherever you are sitting. If your feet are on the floor, feel the weight of your feet on the floor, the touch of your back and your bum on your chair, and become aware of any aroma or sounds that are surrounding you at this moment, in addition to my voice. Take a deep breath and leaving aside any preconceived ideas or beliefs, let's travel in time and let's respond or answer the following question. If you could create a life that is fulfilling, where you are being exactly who you want to be, and you are doing exactly who you want to do, what you want to do, and you have whatever you wanted always to have, and you feel fulfilled and rejoiced and connected and energetic, and you are healthy and you are strong and you are growing, how that life would be. So let's your imagination fly to a moment in the future, and let's see how that wonderful life that you always wanted to live is. You are living it, you are feeling it. You wake up every morning with enthusiasm because the day you have ahead, and you go to bed at night feeling fulfilled, satisfied of who you are, what you do, where you are. Who you have become. Imagine you have found a friend that haven't seen you for 5 or 10 years, and she cannot believe how radiant you are, how well you look, and how happy you look. And that person asks you, "You look so nice, you are so full of life. What are you doing?" And then you begin to tell that person who you are, what you do, what you have, with whom you share your time, what kind of leisure activities you have. You feel so fulfilled. You feel so happy while you are sharing this with her. And you cannot believe how much your life has changed. Your friends are telling you that you have become such a great, successful, and loving and caring person. You are telling yourself that, wow, you are amazing. Your life feels amazing. Pay attention to where you are, what is surrounding you, any smells, any sounds that surround you. Your friend is so happy. She hugs you and tells you that she wants to catch up with you later, but now she's have to leave. And you go close by and find a bench and sit there, or you found a place to sit and you sit there. And you take a deep breath and look backwards to that moment in that workshop back on the 10th of September 2020, and the decisions you took there and the actions you took later, and how all your commitment to yourself and all your intentional actions and all what you have done with its ups and downs have brought you to create the life you always wanted to live. You can both feel gratitude, like joy, fulfillment. So find that emotion within you and hold it tight with you, as this emotion will fulfill you, will fuel you whenever you need to take courage to go to move forward, to get to have and create the life you want to live. Take a deep breath and feeling that emotion within you. Start to feel again your body on your chair, your feet on the floor. Take another deep breath and keep that emotion within you. And with a third deep breath, when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So we have now gone through the first two principles of successful planning. Having a clear vision, and I will invite you to repeat this exercise at least again tomorrow and then on next week, so that you can repeat this exercise whenever you want, because the clearer you see your vision, the stronger it becomes, and it will be like a real north, like the lighthouse showing you the way you are going to. And you have done already the emotional connection with that vision. Now you know how living that life and how achieving that makes you feel. So now it's time to go to your workbook and write down what you have seen and the emotions that you have felt. This exercise you can again repeat in few days, but that will be the first step to begin to plan now in uncertain times, and later if there is a moment when there is certainty, but the only thing we know is sure is that nothing is sure. I will give you some 2 minutes to write that down. Go through your vision, because the nice thing of writing it is that when we are writing, we connect further, and then more details come to our mind. Like, it's like we are downloading information. And if we write by hand, it's even stronger. I know that Rosie seems to be typing, and that's a good way, but I will, from my experience, the best way of working with your emotions and working with the vision and all those things is by your handwriting. There is a power in the movement and the connection between your body and the words that is completely different. I have done, for example, forgiveness exercises by hand or by typing, and it's completely, the energy is completely different. So
you're right, I was typing. I'm gonna try and find the paper this summer.
yeah, well, don't worry. Anyway, you have the workbooks. The advantage of the workbook is that you can later today or tomorrow go and repeat the exercises by yourself, because what the workbook has is the key pieces of the workshop, so that you can revisit it anytime that you want. So we will, now you have the first two elements, clear vision and emotional connection. So let's, first of all, I want to share with you the way I'm planning, which I think has a lot of advantages, but I would like you to tell me how you are planning. So, my proposal is that instead of planning for a 12-month period, you plan for a 12-week period. What do you think are the advantages of planning in a short term than planning in a longer term? If I have just asked you to go and have the vision that was timeless, you can write in the chat, and Teresa will write to me, will read to me what are your responses. Why do you think it's better to plan in for a short period of time than for a longer period of time, even though the vision is in the long term?
Rosie says it's more tangible and your achievement will happen sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth says, I think it helps keep you focused and that your goals will be reached sooner.
And what Maria says?
I don't have anything from Maria just yet.
Sorry, not yet.
Okay, don't worry. Take your time. And Margaret. Margaret is my second name, although in Spanish. My name is Carmen Margarita. That's from where the Carmita comes. Well, I will share with you, yes, what Rosie says and what Elizabeth said are exactly right. The planning in the short-term period, the 12-week period, gives you a sense of urgency. So therefore, every day counts, every action counts. Because what happens with us when we are, okay, this is the 12-month planning. I know, but that's for September, and we are just in February. So I can work on that on July or August. And then one day it's September, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything. So that's one of the, I found the best benefits of planning for a short-term period is the sense of urgency and that every day and every action counts. On the other hand, you will have a feedback from your results. You don't have to wait 3 months to do the quarterly review. You will do the review daily or weekly. So if your results are not, if you're not having the results you were expecting, maybe the strategy you are implementing is not the right one. So you can go and review and then replan or adjust your plan. And in addition, it will help you to adjust your plan not only to your results, but also for any changes that can occur because we are in uncertain times. So let's say that tomorrow COVID finished and we go all back to normal, working on offices, then you have to adjust your plan to your new routine. You will have to take a muting time and you will have many other things that at the moment you don't have. Or no, this is completely locked down and you have to do homeschooling, but you have a business. So you have to begin again to think and adjust your plan for the changes that are occurring. Or you were working, I don't know, you own a travel agency. And now, okay, you were already beginning to move again the trips. And so then you have to see how can I adjust, what I can offer instead. Or you even can go and revisit your let's say your inventory of talents and skills and capabilities and begin to think in a different market to work with. So working planning in a short time period give you this freedom. But before going to the details on this, we're talking about the long-term plan, the long-term vision. So you know, you need to set now the path. Okay, wait, this is not okay. Okay, you need to set the path that will take you from where you are now, the first question I asked you, to where you have seen that you can be in the future, because that already has been created. It will happen or not depending on what you do. So let's say the way will not be a straight ahead road. It will be something like the road that is in the slide, okay, with curves, and you will go to the right and to the left, and maybe to up and down through the mountains. All depends on many things. So if you are clear where you want to be in the long term, let's imagine that then you are already there and you are looking backwards. You were reviewing some pictures in your mobile or in your computer, and you have found a picture from the 10th of September 2022. And that picture, where you look like a winner, makes you think, wow, by then I have achieved so much. Oh my gosh, you are here and you have achieved, you started in the bottom and you are there and you are seeing how much you have achieved. You dwell for a while there in the emotion of how much you have achieved, on the joy of being where you are now, on the clarity that you are having every day when you are taking action. Wow, you feel so fulfilled. You feel so empowered. And now you keep browsing your pictures, and then you find out one that is for the beginning of September 2021. And again, you cannot believe how much you have achieved by then in your way to your long-term vision. You feel so happy, so amazing. So we will begin to build that, but for building that, let's see where you can be in the next 12 weeks. So 12 weeks from now is something like 90, almost around 90 days. So where can you be in 90 days? And I want to share with you this nice quote from Simon Sinek. I love Simon Sinek because I'm all about purpose and like a bigger thing within you, and that's his thing. He wrote this book, Start With Why, and he has this beautiful quote I want to share with you that says, fulfillment is not born of the dream. Fulfillment is born of the journey. So if we want to get there, let's see how the journey will be. So you go back to your notebook or your workbook, and repeating this exercise, where you see yourself, you will be in 2 years, in 12 months, and in 12 weeks. I will give you a few minutes to work on that. even if you don't have the notebook with you now, imagine with that vision that you have had for the long term, if you were reviewing your pictures and finding the picture of the 10th of September 2022, and you remember what you have achieved by then, what will be you remembering? And then if you go on closer and find another one from the beginning of September 2021, what you will see in that picture? And now we will begin to plan your next 12 weeks, those that will put you on your way to those visions you have already had. I will share again with you my screen. And what I will talk about is the third element in the cycle of, or in the process of creating successful planning, or of planning success. You can use it in both ways, which is agile planning. And this is not my own idea, okay? I'm taking ideas from Brian Moran, who wrote the 12-week year method, which I find amazing. I love it, and I have been using it for a while. And as he says, you can get more done in 12 weeks that you will have in 12 months. Because you focus, you are analyzing your results, and you are like adjusting your plan according to what you are doing. And so if every day in every action counts, then of course you will have more things done. And I mix that with my experience, okay, as an engineer, as a project manager, as a consultant, as a mentor, as a coach. So it has a little bit of Brian's Moran approach, but has been adjusted to my own approach. So the first thing you have to set is what? What you will achieve, or what you could achieve. I rather to say what you want to achieve in the next 12 weeks. So you connect again. The most important part of getting to your success is connecting with your vision and with your emotions once and again, once and again. And in this case, the first thing you will do is connect with that vision of the 12 weeks that you have had in your path to your vision. Okay, you take that vision, even the longer vision into account, then you will set 1 to 3 goals. Don't make a list of 390 goals, because then you will feel overwhelmed and you will not achieve what you want. And then of course you feel overwhelmed, you are not achieving. No, planning is not good, I will not do it anymore. Okay, so you will choose 1 to 3, the maximum 5, but 1 to 3 is the best. And if you are setting goals for your business, then you will set 2 for your business and 1 for your life. Okay? Because remember, your business supports your life, not the other way around. So 1 to 3 goals, 2 for your business, 1 for your life. Okay? And then you will, these are goals that will help you get where you want to be in 12 weeks. So you may have, I don't know, in your mind, you may have a gazillion goals. No, you will not you will like narrow, it's narrowing. Okay, what can I achieve in 12 weeks? This and this and this. Well, I could achieve that or that. No. But what is the most feasible, the most logical, the easier? Because also we have to make our life easier, because we are not only mothers, wives, we are grandmas, we are businesswomen, we are part of the society, we are daughters, and we are siblings, and we are blah, 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 blah. So we already have a gazillion balls we are juggling, so we don't want to add more stress to our life. So try to choose, and on the other hand, if you take, let's say, the lower fruit, and that will empower you, because yes, I reached this, so I can do more. I can be successful. And that will help you also to gain motivation and to gain confidence, okay? And also, you have to take into account what can come in your way. Okay, you have to get how you can get there, but also what can come in your way. But the worst case scenario is that, okay, internet is gone for 3 weeks and I was working as a virtual assistant. Okay, if that's an extreme case, but if that was the case, how could I overcome that? Okay, well, I have to take the children 3 days on homeschooling, because it's a mix of homeschooling and presential schooling. Okay, how can I overcome that there will be 3 days in the week where I will have to use certain hours for the children, instead of just leaving them at school and going back to home to my routine? Okay, what can I do to overcome that? Okay, then you think of ideas. I don't know, I can then work 1 hour more, or wake up a little bit earlier every morning to do this, or on the weekend ask my husband to take the children so I can recover for the hours, whatever. It's your life, it's your business. So, but that gives you empowerment. And that's one of the things we need. We need to feel that our life, there may be a mess around that is completely out of our control, and we can do nothing with that. But what we can do something is with our actions, with our attitude in front of what is happening. So if you overcome any obstacles in your way, you can, if you see that you may have any obstacle in your way, then you begin to think how you will overcome that obstacle. So I will give you 2 minutes to write down some goals. It's just a draft, okay? We will begin to work in the draft of your goals for the next 12 weeks. So if in the next 12 weeks that starts on the 10th or 11th of September and end on, I forgot to check when it ends, but you will find it later. Which are the 3 goals that I envision I can get? And that will, in addition, put me in my way towards my long-term vision. So which are those 3 goals? And if one of you want to share your goals, just feel free of opening your mic. And I will ask you why I'm inviting you. I will tell you why I'm inviting you to share your goals. Because when we share our vision and our goals with others, we feel in some way committed or more committed to get them. So I will give you the opportunity to share with us in this little loving community which are your goals, or if you have already foreseen some challenges that maybe we can help you to find ways to overcome. Okay, Teresa, can you read the chat? Because there is a person already in the chat. It says, finishing. I cannot hear you, Teresa, the microphone.
Sorry about that. This is from Celine. She says, finishing my coaching exams.
Okay, so that's
it's not actually Celine, it's actually AJ. It's AJ. I've just used Celine's link to get into it because I couldn't get into you. So it's AJ, and it's finishing my coaching exams.
Hi, AJ.
Okay, AJ, and which challenge do you think you may have in your way to achieve your, or to finish your exams as a coach? Or for your coaching training?
For me, the challenge will be juggling a son and working and procrastination. Those are my challenges.
Yeah, so I think that the hardest one maybe will be that procrastination. But I will tell you, raise your hand who raise your hand who joins the club of the procrastinators.
I agree.
I'm one of those that tend to, yeah. So this is like that's one of the most common obstacles that we find, and I will explain you one of according to my theory, one of the reasons for women at least. Rosie made a comment, but why we procrastinate? We procrastinate because we women are educated since we are born to serve, to give. And we have learned that it's selfish to put ourselves in front, the first. But I will tell you something. If you are giving from your cup and your cup is empty, what you can give. For Antonia Collins, she said that you give from what is overflowing from your cup. So you give from the saucer, not from your cup. And that part is maybe the hardest learning for us women. Because we tend to put everybody first and then us. No. If you are happy, everybody around you will be happy. If you are unfulfilled, everybody around you will be unfulfilled. And the worst of all is that there is a moment when you resent it. But then you feel double guilty because how can you resent of your children, of your husband? No, we have to begin to work on that honesty and begin to think, if I love myself, I have more love to give. If I deprive myself, if I'm empty myself, what can I give? So it's the best way of loving others is by loving yourself. And in that sense, I will tell you, some men are wise, because I remember my son-in-law used to say, happy wife, happy life. But we are the ones that most of the time we put our happiness away, trying to give happiness to others. No, being happy is a personal achievement. Nobody makes you happy. You are happy because you decide to be happy, in the good and in the bad. When you decide, you take that decision, even when you are pouring with rain, you will find a joy or a way. But if you decide to be unhappy, even in the most shiny day, then you will see, oh, the sun is so hot today. And then next day, it's so cloudy today. I don't know if somebody here, well, yes, AJ is from the UK, but in London, at least the people, I don't like it when it's too hot. I don't like it when it's too cold. That's not the way of being happy. The way of being happy, oof, it's hot. Okay, what can I do? Maybe I can prepare a nice lemonade. Maybe I can just go to the park and sit under the tree 10 minutes. Okay, your life is in your hands. It's your decision. Okay? So there was somebody else who shared their goals and challenges. Please tell us that.
Rosie says, invest time into marketing my business and creating a fully healthy body.
Okay. There is a lot in being healthy. And well, I will do the webinar in Spanish. So because precisely on Monday evening, I'm having a webinar in Spanish that the name is Life Work Balance, a Myth of Reality. But what I talk is about these 6 pillars, and one of those is health, because health includes rest, includes movement, includes sleep, includes diet. So it includes not only weight, it includes energy, includes many other things. Yeah, and what are your challenges, Rosie?
So about the first point, invest time into marketing my business. I feel resistance towards, like I'm happy to market anyone else's business, but when it comes to mine, even though I had proof that I'm doing a good job, let's say that, there is some resistance there. And then healthy body, as a new business owner, I definitely went overboard and prioritized working over sleep or over exercise. So yeah, as you said, it's very important.
Yeah, okay, because that's another thing that we women, as business women have. Who am I to go and sell myself? What do I have to offer? They will think I'm pushing. They will see me selling. So yeah, as that is we have fear, well, that's not only women, but in general, we have fear of rejection. So we think, and Rosie, I have the same issue, don't worry. Okay, you are not, and all other business women here, raise your hand, you have the same issue. Or do like this, as Teresa is doing. Because we are afraid of being rejected. And if we are rejected, the truth is that if we are rejected, okay, somebody else will go and will buy. Because the problem is that we take it personal. Maybe that rejection doesn't mean that we are not good. It means that that person is not interested or already have solved out whatever problem we are offering. The thing is that we take that as a personal rejection. But one of the most powerful actions we can take are those that take us out of our comfort zone. So what can you do that will take you out of your comfort zone and will help you to overcome that procrastination? And taking the low fruits is one of the things that, okay, I will go a little bit out of my comfort zone to take this fruit here. Yes, I got it. Yes, I can. And then you move forward. Okay, we are smart and we can reach whatever we want. By the way, I'm reading a book. It's a novel, but unfortunately it's in Spanish, that is based on 14 something, but the woman is a girl and she's discovering how powerful a woman can be. But we in some way have forgotten that. And at that time, her culture and her education was also oppressing her, you know? But she found out how powerful a woman can be. Is anybody else sharing in the chat, Teresa?
Yes, Margaret said, telling people about my plans, gain more practical experience.
Yeah, okay. And that's true. If we share, you know, that's the beauty that the women's circles have and friendship has. And when you share your plans, the people who love you will support you. So you know that you can count on them when you need. And in addition, it creates certain accountability. So in some way, I don't know if any of you have taken Gretchen Rubin's quiz on the four personalities. It's not personality, I don't know. But if you are an outlier, the best way for you to reach your goals is telling your plan or sharing your plan with somebody else, because that makes you committed. So you are now accountable to that person. Okay, let's continue. Did somebody else share something? Okay, thank you, Teresa. Thank you very much. So you have set certain goals, 1, 2, 3, and you have identified what can come on your way, and you are beginning to think on how you will overcome it. Okay, now it's time. Okay, now it's time for you to begin to think on the how. I know what I will achieve in the next 12 weeks, but how will I achieve it? Okay, and then this is a work of beginning to think on the strategies or streams of work to achieve your goal. For example, you share that you want to do marketing, Rosie, you share that you want to do marketing for your business. Okay, what are the type of activities or actions you could do or take in order for you to begin to market your work? What are the avenues you can use for marketing? Will you use social media, or may you use networking, or you belong to a society where you think, or a group where you think they may need your experience, or you have all clients that you could go back to them and ask them if they need something or if they have a referral for you. So you begin to write them down. What are the ones? So you will have to do a brainstorming of all your options. And there are many ways these days of doing this brainstorming. For example, you can use mind mapping. Does anybody of you have used mind mapping in the past?
Yes, I have.
Okay, can you please explain briefly what mind mapping is? Mind mapping is?
Okay, so you basically put the subject matter in the middle of what you want to achieve, and then you have branches coming off it. So of what tasks are involved, and then what task is involved in, on that one there, you then break it down again with lines coming off it with how you would achieve those tasks. So I'm thinking, let me think, if I'm doing coaching, then what is it I need to do? So I've got 12 modules to complete, and I've got 12 weeks to do it. So that's 1 week each. What are those coaching things I've got to do? So one would be, I have to take 3 coachees myself and coach them. So how do I need to do that? Well, I need to reach out to my friends, my family, to ask if anyone's interested in being coached. I need to set dates and times. I need to plan it into my calendar, and you just write it off on those different sort of veins.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps.
Excellent. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, that's how, as Jay says, you will have your goal in the middle, and then you will go clockwise to make branches. Each of these branches will be a stream of work or an option, okay? You may have as many branches as you want. And then you, out of each of these branches, you will go with more detail. Okay, for example, this one is, okay, what is mind mapping? This is more or less, okay, mind mapping is about planning projects, planning goals, planning strategies. It's about creativity. And then creativity means ideas, innovation, thoughts. So in that way, you will, it's an excellent way of finding out options. Okay, well, but I can do this. And then you also can link one with another. For example, projects you can link in this case with overview or with benefits so that you can begin to see which are interlinked. That's an option. Okay, another option is just create a list. I have this option and I could do that and I could do that and I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. And these days even there are some online tools like Trello, or there is one that is Lino or something like that, that are like, you can put like a sticky post-its in a cork. So you can begin to do, but the important is that you spend some time like browsing your options, okay? So who have done lists when this is brainstorming? Who has used it, or who has used any good online tool that can share it with us? You can switch on your mic and share with us if somebody of you have done it.
I read a great book by Tony Burson, Burzon, I think that's how you spell his surname. And he wrote a book about mind mapping. I think he actually invented it, I think. And in there was great examples of how to do mind mapping. So, and I've also used a mind mapping app as well in the past.
Okay, so we have an expert on mind mapping. So if somebody wants to know more, maybe we can ask AJ. if you don't have any problem, AJ, or to know about the sources of the books.
Very visual. That's why I like it. It's very visual. That's why I like it.
Yes, many people is visual, and they like that tool more than making tables or writing a list. Okay, so we continue with the what. You have a huge, that mind map has many branches, but you cannot run all the options. So you have to select which are the best ones. Okay, because these are the strategies that really may help you to get where you want to be in 12 weeks. And you have all others, so in case that one of these fail, you can choose the next best one. Okay? And once you have choose them, and you know, okay, I can reach this, I can prepare that, by when you will have that completed. Okay? For example, okay, I want to, no, lose weight, I don't want to use that one. Okay, I want to reach, I want to reach 1,000 followers. Okay, that's the best one because I have researched it, and out of 1,000 followers, I may have, I don't know, 10 clients, and that's what I can attend at the moment, or that's what I want at the moment. So I want to reach 1,000 clients, and then, okay, that's the best one that you have chosen. Okay, then by when? Okay, I will be reaching it by that end of the 12 weeks, or I want to reach it earlier so I can market to them and go to that to my goal on the 12 weeks. Okay, so we have to see where is the strategy taking us. Okay, and of course, the strategies you have chosen and the due dates you have decided, you will write them down. So I'm not sure that you are ready for doing the brainstorming and choose 3, but I wanted you to know that you can do that part, okay? And then in your notebook, you will have a part, it's not colored, it's white and black, but you will have a part where you can write your key strategies or actions and by which week they will be due, so that they will help you move. Some of them, they will have a period. For example, I will design my website. Okay, I will design my website. I will start on week 2 and will finish on week 10, let's say, or on week 5. Why? Because then you will go on the details, because I have to write the copy, choose the images, design the logo, do this, do that, da, 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 da. So I will go from week 2 to week 5. And then you write down, okay, key strategy from week 2 to 5. But you know that by week 5 is completed. Okay? And the same with the next one with the, okay, sleeping 8 hours per day from week 1 to week 12. And then you will find out how. Okay? So the next part of, the next principle of successful planning is the hardest part. Who have in the past done some planning but taken no action? Raise your hand. Guilty. Yeah. So we are all guilty of the same sin. So we will have the same penitence. Why? Because as Rosie was sharing, and we all share with her, we procrastinate. We have fear. All our limiting beliefs are triggered. Who am I to be successful? Who am I to go and talk to that company that I would love to work for? But who am I to talk to them? They will ask me, how many followers do I have? And I only have 10. My friends, my siblings, my mom and my dad. So all those fears come in our way, but then we have to anticipate and stretch ourselves out of our comfort zone. But if we don't take action, we cannot achieve success, because success is taking action day in and day out. Says somebody, I don't remember the name now, but we want to live that life that makes us feel fulfilled, where we wake up in the morning feeling motivated and go to bed feeling satisfaction. Then we have to stretch ourselves out of our comfort zone and take action. So how you will start working on your weekly actions? That's the key. So first, you have already what activities or what strategies will be completed by which week. So then you need to become yourself serious. And if you have a business and you have people, okay, you share with them where you want to be in 12 weeks. And then you share with them how you think you will reach there. And then you share the strategies you have chosen from your mind map. They can even participate with you on mind mapping and brainstorming and finding ways out. And then, okay, we have this selected, this should be ready by this date. So what can we do this week? So you have to plan in advance and taking into account not only your vision, okay, but also what can come in your way and your other activities, because that's why we are focusing on 1 to 3 goals, no more. Okay, because we know we are already engaged on many things, and I think I'm feeling that here we have all new entrepreneurs that, in addition to the pile of activities that I already have, now want to have a business. So we have to commit to ourselves. The planning session, it doesn't have to be 2 hours. you will go to the due dates that you have from the previous week, so from your stream of work, and you will also check if there was any pending action from previous week, because on Saturday or on Wednesday I have stomach ache, so I have to go to visit this client, but I couldn't. So now I told him with him, and I will meet him on this Tuesday. So Wednesday are the stomach ache days, so it will be on Tuesday. If this week on Tuesday I again have a stomach ache, it means there is a fear. It means there is something I have to work with. And it means that if I have a stomach ache, I take a ibuprofen or a buscapina and I go. Okay, because at least there is something that is keeping me in the toilet the whole day. I will go, because that's a way of stretching out of your comfort zone. Okay, so as I told you, anticipate your obstacles and how you can manage them. And then you will continue on identifying the strategy. So you are ready. So you are planning. You saw what was pending from last week. You know that there may be some things that will come in your way. You go and check which strategies or stream of work are due for this week, so you can accommodate them in your planner. Okay, you list. Now you will go thinner. Okay, you will go to the second branch in the mind mapping. Okay, if your strategy is to, let's say, talk to 10 clients per week, or to 10 potential clients per week. Okay, then how I will do that? Okay, on Monday I will call this and this and that. On Tuesday I will call this and this and that. On Thursday, and you begin to put the key actions. Okay, if you want to increase your followers online, okay, that means I have to put, I don't know, make set X number of posts per week. Okay, so then when I will do it? When in the day? Okay, and do I need somebody else? Then assign responsibilities and accountability. Okay, and put due dates. If it is on you because you are a solopreneur, then you know that is your task. But if you have somebody working with you, then you have to share all the responsibilities and let them know what you are expecting from them. So in that case, this weekly session, planning session, will be together with the team so that everybody knows what the company or the organization is expecting to reach or to achieve that week, and what is the role of each of them on achieving those goals. Okay? And of course, you have to allocate a specific times. And there is a tool that is called time blocking, that if you search online, there are several books or several people who talk about that. Brian Moran, the creator of the 12-week year plan, is also advocate of this time blocking. Time blocking is that you choose every day certain hours that you will not see emails, no WhatsApp, no phone calls, no nothing but working on actions that are productive, not in browsing Facebook online, no. And then you set certain blocks of time where when you allow yourself to have phone calls, browse internet, or do other things that are not productive. So that's an excellent way of organizing your time. Of course, in your planner, you have to take into account the time you have to be with the children, doing homeschooling, or taking them to school, or to do their activities after classes, etc., etc., etc. So now you know exactly what you will do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and perhaps Saturday and Sunday, because as you have one goal that is for you, for your life, on Saturday and Sunday, you will just go and have a nice day. What about that? Or rest. On Saturday, I will wake up late. That may be an action that you do for your health. Yeah, no, I don't know how your mother raised you, but my mom didn't let us rest. She says that the waste time, even the saints cry for, something like that. En Spanish is el tiempo perdido, hasta los santos lo lloran. So in my home, we didn't have naps, nothing. My mom was very annoyed because the neighbors, they used to take naps. And then their children will come to our house. Anyway, so you have your week plan, but now we go to the day. 5 minutes, no more than that. But you have to check the actions that you have set for the day. See if something has come and you have to adjust, okay? You have to include or see if you can include any action that is pending from the previous day, because that day you got caught on a traffic jam and you lost the half an hour you had for certain action, okay? Review and update your time allocations to be flexible, because this is the idea with this. I know it looks like a lot of work, but I promise it's agile and it's flexible. But you have to be flexible, but not relaxed, not too relaxed. Okay, because when we let relaxation get in, then we get procrastinating. Okay, so the other thing is you have the commitment with yourself, you have the commitment with your people, you have the commitment with your business. So you will take action as planned. At least that something happened, you will take action as planned, because if you don't do it, then you will go back to that step when you plan, you spend 2 days making a plan and 0 day acting in the plan. Okay? And the last but not, this is maybe the most important. Eat that frog first thing in the morning. There is, I think it's Blanchard, I don't remember now the name of the author of the book, that is called Eat That Frog. And what this book proposes is that that action that is the hardest for you, because it's stretching you out of your comfort zone, because it triggers all your fears, because you feel itchiness, but you know it's important to reach your goals, put that the first thing, the first hour in the morning in your planner. So you take that action first of all. Once you have taken it, you will feel a rush of emotion, motivation. You will feel you are so powerful. Come on, I can do it. I can manage this and 20 like this. And then you move forward with your day. But that's very important. So, who will start eating that frog first thing in the morning? Take 2 minutes to write down any ideas. There is a space on your workbook for this part of the weekly planning and intentional daily intentional actions. Write any ideas that you have so that you remind them. You have 1 minute. Okay. So, who has something that wants to share? Can switch on the mic and share it. Then we go to the fifth element of successful planning, which is, after eating the frog, conscious evaluation. Because if you plan, if you take action, and you don't assess where you are with regards to your goals, then you cannot adjust your path. You cannot adjust your plan. So you will have to define how you will know you are moving towards the place you want to be in 12 weeks, in 12 months, in 2 years, in 3 years, 5 years, or in the long term. Maybe for you, the vision you saw is in 2 years, or maybe is further. The vision doesn't have a date as a long-term vision, because some elements will become reality earlier than others, and also because we are evolving, we are dynamic, life is dynamic, so we may even evolve in our vision. And the purposes and the visions change through our life. So how you do conscious evaluation? Then you have to define performance indicators and conduct certain evaluation. How you do that? As you have set your goals and you have set your work streams or your strategies, then you will define for each of those goals how you will know you are advancing and how you will know you have achieved, you have reached. So you will define advanced and results indicators. For example, marketing. So how I will know I'm advancing? Okay, because this week I have communicated with 10 people. So you can have an indicator that is number of people contacted per week. Okay, and then how you will have your results? Okay, my marketing will be working when my income has increased in 5%, for example. So you have that number. So you will consciously assess, okay, I was here, now I'm here. What is the difference? What is the percentage? So for example, if I said, I will talk to 10 potential clients per week, then I talk to 5 only, then I reached only 50% of my results indicator. So according to Brian Moran and the work they have been doing, they say that if you reach consistently 85% of your indicators per week, or you take consistently 85% of your actions per week, you will reach your goals. So that will help you also, because it's also a feedback for you. You are taking action and the things are not working, then it's time to go back and check your plan and maybe choose other strategies. So you change the original strategies with new ones. Okay? The other thing is as important as planning and taking action is celebrating. How many of you celebrate the small wins? Usually we don't celebrate. We frequently forget. And the small wins even is, today I did that. Teresa, there is somebody commenting. Can you read, please?
Yes, Elizabeth said, I need to celebrate the small wins more.
And a small win, for example, a small win that may be a huge win is when you take the phone and call that potential client you were so afraid of calling. You call the person and then you find out that the person may say no, or the person may say, yes, of course, let's meet, let's talk about this. So in both cases, you will say yes. Why? Because you went out of your comfort zone. You went out, beyond your fears, okay? And we need to celebrate. And also, of course, you have to evaluate your results weekly or daily and register them, because in that way, you compare those results with the advanced and results indicator you have had, and you can say, okay, I achieved 100% of what I expected, or I achieved only 10%. Okay, I achieved 10%. What was the reason? What is not working? Where am I procrastinating? What is there that is not enthusiastic? Why am I not enthusiastic of taking this action? Is it fear? Is because it is beyond my capabilities? And then you adjust. But if you don't measure and you don't evaluate your results, then how you will improve? There is another of those big consultants, American consultants, who said that you cannot improve what you don't measure.
Elizabeth asked, what is the best way to register the results?
There is the performance indicators, how to write them. And then you will have, at least weekly, you have certain moments for yourself. This is a way of writing. You can write in a table, so that you every week in the table, you say, okay, I said I will reach this, I reached that. What is the percentage? So you put target, results, and then you can write the percentage, because the percentage is an easy way of comparing or knowing that you are in the right way. So you can have a dedicated Excel table, or just write it by hand. Every weekend or every Friday or every Monday morning, you do an assessment and you write down your numbers. And whenever you get at least 85% of your goals, each of those goals you will celebrate, and you will celebrate intentionally. That's why one of the things you will do is you will celebrate with intention. You will define, how will I celebrate this goal? There may be small goals, there may be big goals, but you will celebrate each of them. Each goal you will do your weekly wins, your daily wins, getting out of your comfort zone. And even, what if you got out of your comfort zone and then you found unexpected opportunities? All this has to be celebrated, because that's giving feedback to yourself in your brain that you are a winner, that you are capable, that you have the power to create what you said you wanted to create, because that's true. The only thing between our vision and the results is our fears and lack of action. So you will also write down, for your goals, your achievement, you can write down how you will celebrate. And I don't want you, don't get me wrong, it's not that you will do a party every time. A celebration can be taking a nap, or going to your favorite coffee shop and spend there 2 hours, or the time you want, drinking the coffee that you like the most. Or going to buying that dress that you have been seeing there for ages and you haven't decided to buy it, or because you thought it was too expensive. Or just, yeah, yes. Or just a dance. Or going out with friends and have a drink. Celebration doesn't have to be complicated. Eating that chocolate. So if I call the guy, immediately I will eat that chocolate, that bonbon, that, I don't know. It's, you choose how you will celebrate. And write it down, how you would like to celebrate the small wins, the big wins. Because at the end of the day, you have the power. Nobody else than you has the power. There is somebody who wants to make a question or have a doubt or something to share? Well, if that is the case, then I will remind you.
Carmita, Rosie asked, what is I am not naturally a big planner? What if I am actually a big planner?
What if you are not actually a big planner? I'm sure you are. You have told me that you have marketed for several companies or people and that you are good at marketing. So if you have managed that, it's because you are a good planner. Maybe you have doubts. Maybe you make a long list of actions. A good trick is not putting in your agenda more than 3 actions per day. 5 as the maximum. Okay, that's the best way. And as I told you, you have these streams of work or strategies. And this has to be finished this week because this is the due date. Okay, then what are the actions that I will take this week to reach that goal of completing that on that due date? Or no, I overestimated what I could do, so I will change this for 1 week more. But if when you are not reaching your actions or your due dates, you have to ask yourself, am I like putting too many things together? Because the first thing, when you begin to plan your 12 weeks, the first thing you will do is trying to put everything for the first 1 or 2 weeks. And I know that because I have done it. Okay? Then you find yourself the first week with a gazillion tasks to do, which obviously is not feasible. And little by little, you will learn. You will learn. And every day, you have to ask yourself in the morning or the previous day in the evening. You go to your planner, you check. Okay, tomorrow I have this action, this due date for the due date this week, and I said I have these actions. Which, or I could take these actions. Which are the actions the 3 actions that if I take them today will move me forward to where I want to be? Which are the 3 actions? 3 actions only, no more. And then once you have done them, you can block, okay, I will do these actions. The boy is in the school from 9 to 1. Okay, from 9 to 1, yes, I can do this, I can do that. Okay, perfect. You finish and you say, yes, that's celebration. You finish and you say, well, now I go and take a coffee in the kitchen for a few minutes. That's celebration. And that is a feedback to yourself. You finish and then you say, you know what? I will put that song that I love dancing, and then you dance. That's celebration. It's rewarding yourself with something little. You know, there is that chocolate in the kitchen that is just blinking an eye on me. Come, chocolate. No more than three goals. Try to not to put more than 3 actions to be due date in the same week, like the work streams, and no more than 3 actions per day. That can be a good rule for you to begin with. Somebody else has questions?
Yeah, Rosie just said it was, yeah, she could plan for others, just not herself.
Yeah, but then you are a planet. You are a good planet. You know, it's funny when you go. I have been in the corporate world for a long time. I worked as an engineer for 40 years, and most of the time I was working for the oil and gas or for big consultants. So I have found, for example, project planners or project managers whose life is a mess, who nothing goes on time. They are lost. Even I was one of those. Okay, when you didn't put your services automatically to be charged in your bank account. One day my daughter called me, Mom, there is no power. And I had been like for 1 week, tomorrow we'll go and pay. Tomorrow we'll go and pay. But every day I was procrastinating on that because I was to work. I thought if I don't do it, the company will, it's a thought that we think that we subconsciously think that the company will go bankrupt if we don't do what we have to do. And yes, you have, at that time, the schedules were the same, to go to pay the bills and to work. So I was single mom, so I didn't have a wife to go and do it for me. So my daughter calls me, and then I ask her, okay, go and ring the neighbor and ask if she has power. Yes, Mom, she has. What I did is I run to, then at that time I left the work. I run to the power company, pay the bill, and beg them, please, please, please reconnect it. And they did. But, you know, and economists or investment people who are almost bankrupt or whose debt are like this and this is their income. Because we know how to do things, but we don't get that to our lives. And that's why I'm merging things, because I know management systems work, because I have seen it in the corporate world. So what about having a management system at home? And it's as easy as having a menu, writing a menu weekly, so you know exactly what you need to buy, what you need to cook, and even you can cook in advance, so you can manage better your time. That's management system. Although we think it's just what any mother or any housewife does. No, that's management system. Writing down in a shopping list whatever we see that is finishing, so that when you need to go to the supermarket, you don't need to go on all the cupboards and on the fridge to do the list. No, you just go and take it. Or you don't get in the supermarket, what can I need? And buy things that you already have 2 or 3 at home. That's management system. And it's easy. These pads that you can stick to your refrigerator, they sell them everywhere. So you begin to write down. When the time to go to the supermarket comes, you just take the page. Having a schedule. On Monday is the day for washing, for example, for doing the laundry. And on Friday is the day to buy the groceries. And I buy the grocery for the whole week, so I don't have to go every day to the supermarket. That's the management system. Easy tools. And I'm sure, Rosa, you have a gazillion skills and abilities that now take them and use them for yourself. So, we are getting now to the review of what we have seen. So, we have 5 basic principles for successful planning. A clear vision, emotional connection with that vision, agile planning, so we can, the planning process will be kind of a dance, okay? intentional action, taking intentional action, day in and day out. And conscious evaluation, so we can adjust our plan to our results, to changes in the market, to anything that can be impacting on our plan. So, again, the same cycle. Vision, emotion, planning, action, and evaluation. Those are the words. You can even write them down. Vision, connection, action, evaluation, vision, connection, planning, action, and evaluation. So now it is your turn. And I would like you to open the microphones and share with all us, because that will give us some accountability. How can you apply these concepts and tools to your business and your life? How could you make this yours? Because this is my way. I took Brian Moran's and my experience and did my way. So I'm giving this to you. So now how can you do that yours? What you will start doing today? Because for some of you it's early in the morning. What will you stop doing? Oops, I went further. No. So, who wants to go first?
I'm happy to go first. I'm gonna have to hop off after, but first of all, thank you so much. And yeah, definitely to change my mindset around planning. Planning is my friend and it's not an enemy. It's the time I spend planning returns like way better, gives back so much more. And also I can make the tools you provided today mine by just focusing a bit inwards and get clear on what are my priorities within life and business. And so that will guide me to know how much work it is that I'm happy to do a day, how much fun it is that I want to do a day, and self-care. And I will stop procrastinating.
Thank you, Rosie. I know you will stop procrastinating. And if you tomorrow or today later review all this and begin to write down things, that will give you more drive to move forward. Somebody else want to share?
Elizabeth said, I am going to make goal setting a priority. I think it's important that I change my mindset and have a greater focus on achieving my goals. I need to gain more clarity.
Brilliant. Anybody else? So my last word is that despite the uncertainty, it is up to you to bring your vision to fruition. Thank you very much for sharing this time with me. And I really hope this has enlightened or can help you in some way to create a life that is fulfilling, where you feel empowered, connected, contributing, and where you smile every morning when you wake up and smile every night when you go to bed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really, really insightful.
Thank you.
Elizabeth said something.
Oh, she just said, this has been very helpful. Thank you, Carmita.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I let you go forward with your day. And I wish you all sustainable success. Thank you.
You.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Carmita.